What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Real Extreme Fishing. Today we're doing something a little bit different and super exciting. I'm out here with a new toy, the Tenkara rod. It's a simple, traditional Japanese fly fishing style. No reel, no fancy gadgets, just me, the rod, and the fish. This is gonna be the first time giving this a shot. So let's see if we can get on some fish. I'm used to more conventional gear. So this is gonna be an interesting challenge. So stick around, this should be a great episode. Stay tuned. All right, so we made it down here. So what we have here is a 12-foot Tenkara rod, and the fly we're going to try it with is a black woolly bugger. Let's give it a shot. See if we can get on some fish. I did bring my ultralight as well in case this doesn't work. Between me and you, I don't know if it will. Guys, first cast. First cast, guys. All right. A little red breast. Guys, first cast. There he is. Look at the colors on that little guy. Little red breast sunfish. First fish caught on the new rod. Beautiful little fish. Okay, so I'm pleasantly surprised. First cast ever on the Tenkara rod. Let's work our way up here. I know there's a deep hole up right up here a little ways. Gotta watch that line. Once you see that line twitch, is when you want to set the hook. There's another one, guys. Another red breast. That one hammered it. Little guy. Little pretty fish. A little bigger. Just got to be super careful with these rods because their tip is very, very super thin. Doesn't take much to break them. There he is. Look at the colors. Beautiful little fish. Yep, there goes. Awesome. That one I felt them hit it. So yeah, this is the technique I'm going to be using this fall/winter in the small little tributaries for brook trout. I figured it would be perfect. This is basically just a test run so I could get used to this rod. Never did any type of fly fishing before. Like I said, this is all new to me. Got one. Oh, it came off. We had one. Another little red breast. Got him. All right. That's number 3 on the Tenkara rod. Check him out, guys. It's another pretty little fish. Oop. Darn. We dropped him. Let's get it back in there. The only thing with this rod I gotta get used to, it keeps getting twisted up here right at the tip of the rod. You gotta be super careful with this rod because it's so thin. This is actually what fights the fish. It's a very flexible rod. So it's almost like your drag system. So in case you do get on a nice big fish, just gotta be super careful. I'm sure I'm gonna break this rod, but this is my, it's a pretty cheap rod. It was like 60 bucks. Figure I'd buy a cheap, oh, a deer. There's a buck right there. Right through these trees, there's a buck. You just lay down. Oh, that's cool. Try over here. There's a nice waterfall what kind of opens up in this big section. Could be some fish hanging out here. Now we're going to just head upstream some. Wow, this is so low. Alrighty, let's give us a shot. There's a fish. All right, we got one over here. What is it? Another red breast? Right, number 4. It is number 4. Barely hooked. See you, pal. Now that one, I didn't even know he was on there. There's a fish. All right. So that one I watched the line, and as soon as it tightened, I set the hook. Oop. There he goes, little guy. He's gone. So we're gonna head upstream here. We're gonna fish the skinny part of the creek. And basically what I'm going to be looking for is some pockets along the shorelines. There's a lot of boulders here, so I'm probably going to throw the fly behind some of these boulders up ahead. And hopefully we'll get on some more fish. Caught like 4 or 5. Haven't been fishing very long, maybe an hour. Just want to get on this side. There's a lot of rocks I could walk up through. This right here, it's all this green algae. It's super slippery. I do have my wading boots with the felt bottoms, so it does help tremendously. I don't think there's any trout in this creek. Check the water temp. Yeah, this is like a warm watered creek. Whoa, ton of bait fish here. Wow. guess we'll try here. Maybe up a little farther. There's a pretty shallow through here. It is all over the top of my rod. Like foamy stuff. Okay, let's try up in here. Ton of bait fish. Might be some smallies hanging out here. That's what I want to get on, some smallies. I always bring my water system with me. It's just a filter with a bag. You could use this just with the bottle. I like this because it's easy to carry. You could just fold it up, throw it in your bag. But I'm gonna fill this up and get a little drink before we head upstream. It's getting a little warm. Just like that. So I just got the bag, a filter. Just twist it on there. And I normally will just squeeze a little bit out here before I take a drink. Yeah, it's very warm. There's definitely no trout in here. This water here is probably still close to 70 degrees. Hey, let's keep moving. All right, so I'm gonna switch this. What color do we want? I'm gonna switch maybe white or red. Let's try the white one. So yeah, I'm thinking this creek's a little bit wide for this type of fishing. But we're gonna stick with it for a little bit longer. Like I said, I did bring my ultralight. We'll switch up if we don't get anything. At least I got a practice round in here. Caught a few on it. Got one. All right. It's a bass too. Little one. That's a lot of fun, guys. Look at that little bass. All right. Come here, pal. There he is. First bass on the Tenkara rod. Ooh. Sorry, pal. Spiked the crap out of me. Let's get it back in there. Broke right off. I must have set the hook too tight. There's a bunch of little bass right here. There's one. Like I said, a bunch of little bass. Oh, it came off, man. There's one. It's a little red breast. Nice little fish there. There's just a green woolly bugger. See you, dude. Switched my leader line to a little bit longer, but it's too long right now. When I get a fish and I literally have to grab the middle of the rod to keep the slack tight. Bunch of fish right here. Another one. See, now watch, I literally have to grab the middle of the line, or middle of the rod. And it's hard to grab the line. Wow, this isn't Very colorful one though. Yeah, that's a nice one. Still trying to get used to this. But I am kind of casting all along trees here and I'm doing pretty good with it. Like this is a 12-footer. I might have to get like a 10-foot rod for some of the creeks I fish. Some of them are really tight. I cast this around a few more times and then switch to the ultralight. Some nice holes. I want to fish the small little jig over there. See if this dock's gonna hold me. Looks like it. Got him. Is that a rock bass? What is that? That's a bass. A little smallie. Off the dock. Well, another one I couldn't hold. Sorry about that. Just a little bass. Alright, we're going to call it on that last one here. We're going to switch to my ultralight, put this away, and see what we could do. So we're going to try. We got a little mule jig tied on here, and that is a burrow bug. Both of these are made by Mule Fishing. Let's try this. Adjust my drag. Okay. First cast on the burrow bug. Another red breast. There it is with the burrow bug in his mouth. See ya, buddy. Probably tighten this drag a little bit. This thing shouldn't be peel and drag, if you know what I mean. Colors. Look at that color. Look at those colors. Wow. That's insane. That's a good looking fish. All right, let's get down here. As soon as it hit the water, that might be a bass. Yeah, that's a fall fish. I don't want to break off here. I need my net. That's why I always bring my net. In case you catch a fish like this. Okay. So soon these will be getting their fall colors. Let me show you, see if they have any. They get a lot of reds on their fins. They're just starting. See there on his fins, it's a little red. Yeah, these things get huge in Northeast PA. Look at the size of this thing. Go, go, go. You don't want to be held. But yeah, they get big. Over here in Pennsylvania, look at that. I don't even have to set the hook on these. It's about the 20th one I caught. Look at that, guys. That's the smallest one of the day. That's aquarium tank size. Ow! But they still have spikes. See ya. So that will do it on that last fish. We ended up catching a whole bunch of fish today. A whole bunch of red breast sunfish. We did manage to catch a couple of smallmouth bass. Most of them were pretty tiny. I just wanted to give that new rod a trial run. So come this fall, winter, I will be using that quite a bit in the small little streams that I fish for native brook trout. But like always, guys, thanks for watching. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and maybe think about subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you and have a great day.